What's going on, guys? Brother Russia here, back with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And today we're going to be taking a look at the STR Super EZA for Omega Shenron. Now, I did do a showcase for the Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. I was a little bit disappointed in how they performed, to be honest with you. So hopefully Omega can at least show me that there's something good something good to Super EZA that came out of this celebration. So let's take a look at what he does really quick. So 150% attack and defense. All enemies get 40% attack debuffed, plus an additional 20% defense debuff for super class enemies. Full power GT bosses category allies get 2 key and 40% attack, and an additional 20% attack for characters who are also extreme class. Which basically the team that we're going to be running, everybody's going to be getting essentially 2 key and 60% attack, which I kind of wish they would have gave a defense as well, but I guess they just don't really care about extra defense. Per extreme class ally attacking the same turn, himself excluded, he has a chance to perform a crit and gets 20% damage reduction, and he gets 100% attack and defense when attacking. So he's getting 40% chance to crit, 40% damage reduction, and 200% attack and defense. Not bad. When there's a full power or GT bosses category ally attack in the same turn, he gets an extra 150% attack and defense, and then he launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super. When we attack with 12 or more key, he gets 100% attack and defense. And then as the third attacker in a turn, or when the target enemy is in the following status, which is attack or defense debuffed, he gets an extra 150% attack and launches an additional super. So I basically went with a full dodge build on this guy. And the reason why we did this is because his super attack effect just massively lowers defense. That's it. He doesn't do anything else. So there's no point in getting additionals because it's not going to help us in any way at all. But this is the team that we're going to be running. We're basically running like a full Omega team. And then we got Super Saiyan Rose on here as well. Okay. So first things first, of course, let's go ahead and pop the domain. So the domain will give us a huge support buff, while also giving a debuff to the enemy here. So let's do this. Which, yeah, the Shadow Dragons are looking pretty good defensively here. We can get 7 orbs for Omega. 71 million, huh? That's some pretty good support that we're getting. Now, this was the one thing I was saying, the Shadow Dragons would become, like, Omega has huge value from the Shadow Dragons getting their EZA, from SHENRON getting his Super EZA, or not super, just his sub EZA, I mean. Like, these units getting these EZAs and stuff is much needed for Omega's sake. And they definitely did that, so I'm very happy to see that. Now, can these LR Shadow Dragons survive this super? Doesn't matter, they dodged. Okay, 32 million attack stat out of the Sin is not bad. Here's the thing. This guy is a sub EZA for a banner unit who is performing on the same level as Dokkan Fest Super EZA Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. They definitely gave they definitely bumped up the stats, we'll say, of the Omegas compared to the Super Saiyan 4s. Okay, so we're sitting at 642k defense. We are gonna get support from Rose right here after he supers. You don't need any kind of special orbs or anything, so that's fine. And you can get that, you're good right there. So Rose is gonna give us 60% attack support here. We can see what kind of numbers Omega can do. Now, of course, Gogeta will super us right there in slot 2. And we don't have a double Omega buff up either. We only have a single Omega buff. 48.9 mil, that's not bad. Dude, that's a very respectable attack set. That's not bad. We have 40% damage reduction here too. It's very unfortunate he doesn't have a super attack effect, so we probably will die right here. Yeah. So that's gonna be his biggest issue, like glaring issue right there. He literally has nothing to protect him. Let me... Do I not have a GT Bosses team already ready to go? Apparently not. I definitely thought I had a GT Bosses team ready for this. Apparently not. It's okay. We can... Most of them are like right here anyway, so... Yeah, we'll just run like the exact same team, so... It's cool. We'll bring this what's it called? We'll bring the Ghost Usher. The only reason I'm bringing this Ghost Usher, by the way, is I'm just gonna pop. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. We have what, 6 out of 7? No, we have all 7 links active. So we have all 7 links active, which is very good. But let's see how good his defense is. Not good. That is a huge problem. I'm just gonna throw that out there. It's a little bit of a problem that he's dying that easily, but then again, I will say we did not have Omega's support up. Because the other thing is that we really need out of this guy is we need this Omega Shenron to give us this nice active skill support. We need to get, you know, rainbow orbs with him. We can get the damage reduction going for him. So let me do this. I'm just gonna pop this Ghost Usher just for this turn. Next turn they should be fine. And yeah, so the only reason we're doing this right now is because I want to get the double Omega support up. Basically, I just want to make sure that we got both Omegas with our rainbow orbs picked up, so we can ensure that this guy is getting his nice little support buff. Because we do have what, 40% damage reduction, and then we would get an additional 20% damage. I mean, so we'll be at 60% damage reduction with the support from both of these Omegas up. Yeah, look, it's crazy how much more damage this Omega does now with the support from STR Omega Shenron. 60% support is a pretty massive support. Let's do this. I mean, we do have a lot. Okay, so we have really good damage reduction up right now, right? Yeah. Shadow Dragons will be fine right here. They are also supporting this Omega. Like, look how much damage they're doing now. 53 million, that's good. Fantastic, actually. 81 million out of Omega? He wasn't hitting 81 million attack stats before these guys got their EZAs. I'm just saying, like, the support that they're giving to this guy specifically was much, much needed. There's the extra defense, so this super is going to do nothing to us. And then the other thing is with Nova Shenron, he'll just nullify it. Dude, almost a 63 million attack stat from this guy. That's a free-to-play unit. A free-to-play unit that we were able to farm up just earlier this week. Oh my god, he still can't take normals though. Holy shit, Gogeta hits hard. Well, let's do this. Let's just hop into this little fight real quick. Because the thing is, I can't really fault STR Omega for that. Because he just unfortunately was on the bad end of that. So he just got smacked by that. Now, here's the thing. If I pop this domain, it's going to override his domain. But at the same time, we're still buffing him too. So we're theoretically, we're buffing him and buffing ourselves. We do have 6 out of 7 links active right here. Or no, 7 out of 7. Sorry, we have all 7 links active right here. Here's an extra 10% support for you. Okay, he survived that. That was better. I mean, we got to remember that this Omega is also getting support from our own domain. He's not getting debuffed by this. He's actually getting buffed by this domain. Maybe I should try putting the STR Omega in slot 3 to see like what his attack damage would actually be, since he gets that extra 150% attack in slot 3. But that's the thing, is he's also a support unit, so there's no real point in having him on like a main rotation either, because this guy is just a 60% support unit. He could just be a floating support unit. Maybe that's what they like intentionally meant to do with him, is make him that kind of support unit. Which honestly, like, I'm not mad at it. Honestly, I'm not mad at that, because he would serve that role very well of just being a support unit. And that's why, maybe that's why they gave him like that slot 3 ability. There's like, here, slide him into slot 3. And you'll get that extra attack just for being in there. But at the same time, you're still giving 60% support to everybody on the rotation. I will say, I am actually liking this Omega Super EZA way more than the Super Saiyan 4s. Oh, now you want a super. Didn't want a super against Gogeta, possibly stay alive, but whatever. Okay. I brought the wrong item for that. Damn it. Okay, well, whatever. What are we sitting at? 642k defense. I really wanted to put him in slot 3, but apparently not gonna happen. We are still supporting, by the way. We are still giving 60% support. None of that stopped. This guy's hitting 40 million attack stats with no links active. 55 million. 55 million is pretty damn good, I would say, for a air quotes support unit. 43 mil out of this guy, dude. Like, yeah, like this team can be absolutely insane now with these EZAs and sub EZAs. I guess this could almost be like the STR Omega Texan Shenron and Int LR Shadow Dragons like showcase all in one. I'm running just all 3 units here. I'm probably not going to be making individual videos for all of them either. So just being able to see like how well they perform like this it's a good thing to see. Yeah, we'll just keep it like this. Let's give you that, and we'll give you that. I mean, realistically, what I wanted to see is I want to see what his attack stat would look like in slot 3 still. Hopefully we can still get a chance to do that. Just lock STR Omega in slot 3 so it forces him to do it. That'd be great. By the way, the LR Shadow Dragons EZA was a very good EZA for these guys. My only gripe about them is I wish they would get defense on their super attack. All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to pop this Ghost Usher. I'm going to limit how many orbs I give to this Omega here. Perfect. We'll give him just these 2 orbs. And here's the problem. I can't get any damn links for this Omega. So he's only sitting at 400k defense. We have no big bad bosses. We have nothing activated. I won't be able to get a nice attack stat out of him. But I will say, like, from what we have been able to get out of this Omega, I am very, very happy to see. GT bosses essentially needed this super EZA. And I mentioned this in previous videos. I knew once these units got their EZAs, sub EZAs, super EZAs, that this team would actually become a pretty decent powerhouse. Yeah, we're at a 35 million attack stat with we have no links active. I guarantee you we probably would have been mid 50s, maybe almost 60 million attack stat had we actually got some links active. Yeah, I really like the super EZA that they gave to this STR Omega Shenron. Plus him being a support unit to full power and GT bosses. Plus he does debuff attack and defense of superclass enemies. Like, he kind of does a little bit of everything, which is pretty good for what this guy needed to do. So I'm very happy with his super EZA compared to the Super Saiyan Force. So let me know down in the comments below what your guys' thoughts are on the super EZA for STR Omega Shenron. And if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys hit that like button. If you guys are new here, hit that subscribe as well. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.
Brother Russia, the whale of whales, rainbow everything, buying all the sales. In Dokkan battle, I reign supreme. 10K stones, it's not a dream.